Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to be trying more e.l.f. products, also doing some more comparisons. So, I mean, it's not all comparisons, some of it's just normal makeup, but yeah. I'm like, for some reason I'm really cold, so I did a little bit of a skincare routine before I'm trying here. I just have so much in here right now. Alright. First I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. I think this is the flavor 3. Put a little moisture on the lips while I go in with my makeup. Alright, so we're gonna first do sunscreen. On one side I have the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Wow Glow. This is SPF 30. Then on the other side I have the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Invisible Sunscreen. So this is a more glowy primer, and this is more of a blurring primer. The shade of this is Sunbeam, so I'm going to go on this side. And use Wow Glow. So I'm pretty much seeing if there's different textures, which one lasts longer on the skin. The glow from this is really pretty. Now on the other side, I'm going into the Invisible Sunscreen. My face is so... This one does have a scent. And this one's a little more greasier feeling than the Wow Glow. But like I said, this is also which one lasts more. Got sunscreen on. Now let's really quickly do brows. So on this side, I'm going into the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, the waterproof version. I want to see which pencil is creamier, which one deposits the most color, and which one lasts longer. So as you already know, when I tried this the other day, this pencil is extremely creamy. And this is in the shade Taupe. I don't know if I mentioned that. It doesn't tug on my brow hairs. It blends really easy. We're going to be doing a long wear test with this makeup because of I have things to do today. This one's really good. And what products are not part of the comparison, I'm not going to talk about today. So now I'm just going into the regular Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe on the other side. This one is not as creamy as the waterproof version. It deposits less amount of color. But as soon as you start blending it, it blends fine. It's just I think this brow looks better than this brow. Like, I think this pencil is good for people who want that natural brow. And it does tug a little bit. Like, this one looks more natural compared to this one. But I might change my mind depending on the wear time. Okay. Now I have two different brows that pretty much do the same thing. One's an actual gel formula, the other is pretty much a gel formula, but it's in a pot. So on this side, I'm going with the brow laminating gel from e.l.f. Remember the other day when we tried it? It started sticking up after 6 hours. I don't know if that was just the brow itself. Then on the other side, I'm going into the Brow Lift Gel from e.l.f. I'm going to get my spoolie from the waterproof. Start combing that through. Just a little bit more. Now I'm going to take the brush part I need a little bit more on the tail end. I'm just going to use the brush part. So, I forgot eyeshadow. I'll be right back. So I have the e.l.f. Lock It Down Lid Primer, or eyeshadow primer, whatever you want to call it. And just putting a little bit on my eyes. And I'll be washing my brushes. Before my next tutorial. I'm just ready for my brushes to get clean. So probably not today, but for sure tomorrow I'll start cleaning them. So my next tutorial probably won't be until Friday. Both sunscreens do dry down, so that is a good thing. Alright. And I do need to tape this one. That's what I get. Alright. Use this as a blending brush today. Okay. So I'm going to take this crease brush. No, I'm not. I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to go into the cream color of the Bite Size palette from e.l.f. So anything that's not a part of the comparison that I need to talk about later, it's going to go back into my other tote. The tote that has everything else. Like, there's a few products that I'm just using that straight up. And just what I'm using. That are, I've already talked about in my first video as a comparison. Alright. Now I'm taking this brown. With this crease brush. Start building up that crease. Gonna be very surprised on the blending brush I chose today, but so I chose an angled brush. As my blending brush today for eyeshadow. Now I'm going to take my detail brush here. I'm going to take the dark brown eyeshadow. Like the darkest brown eyeshadow in the palette. I really liked it on just the outer corner. And this is such a great palette for travel too. So the brow lift dries faster than the brow laminating gel. Now, how long does it hold down the brows? So now I'm going to take my small shader brush. I'm going to go into the cool tone brown here.
They're coming.
Okay. Now I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup with the micellar water. Underneath my eyes. We know that. Show too. We are not done with eyes. I still have 4 more, 2, 3, 6 more comparisons to do with the eyes. Alright, I'm gonna do mascara first. So on the top lashes, which I need to curl. And I'm gonna also clean my lash curler while we're at it. We're not gonna do any waterline eyeliner today. Okay. So on this eye, I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Lash and Roll in the shade Deep Brown. I'm gonna take a little more lip balm too. Because today's lips are gonna really dry them out. I've already tried this mascara once. I thought it was really good. Then on the other side, I'm gonna take the new e.l.f. and Credit Curl. I think in the same shade, Deep Brown. So that was more liquidy. Like the wand's a little bit bigger on this one, and this looks more like a mousse texture. Yes, so interesting. I can already tell right off the bat, this is more for bold lashes than natural lashes. So, I mean, it's a curling formula, but this is more bold. The other one's more natural. Which that right there is not going to be a turn off, I promise. Alright, now on this side with the Lash and Roll, I'm gonna have the e.l.f. Lash Extender on bottom. So it has, I've already tried this. I thought this was really good. So I need, so this is good against the e.l.f. Lash Beads mascara in the shade Black. Has the same kind of wand. Alright, so now need to clean up under the eyes one more time. So eyes are pretty much done until I do my concealer. So now is primer. So first, I want to do the two power grips against each other. So I have the e.l.f. Power Grip with 4% niacinamide and the original. So on this side, I'm taking my Putty primer applicator. Okay, this one's, I can tell, is liquidy. And we're not going to do our big trick today, the contouring trick, just because I'm doing bronzer and contour. So this is definitely eating through the sunscreen, but this is liquidy. Let's go in with the this one is also liquidy. Interesting. So this is just the original. Interesting that they both are liquidy. Very, very interesting. So that is interesting. That is very interesting. All right. They're going to do the blurring primers next. Okay. So on one side, I have the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, which is a smoothing primer. And then I have a smoothing blurring primer. This is the e.l.f. Velvet Finish Face Primer. So on this side, I'm going in with 2 pumps of the Poreless. And just like I remember before, this has a very strong menthol scent. So you put this all over your face. All right. Then on the other side, I'm going with the Velvet Finish. Okay, that is more velvety. Does not have a scent. So right there is a plus. It looks to be more blurring than this one. But we'll see how it looks after primer. Or after foundation and all that. Okay. So I'm gonna let that set for a minute. Like I said, we're really testing things out today. So now we're going with another Power Grip. I think this side's gonna be this one though. So first I'm going in with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. Crap, I forgot eyeliner. Oh well, we can finish up the eyes in a minute. So I'm going in about that much. So we're gonna see which of the matte primers works. Better. So that was that. Now I'm going into the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Putty or Power Grip Matte Primer. Which is a grippy primer that's also mattifying. So I'm very well primed. Okay. Exciting. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my eyeliner. On this side, I'm going to go with the e.l.f. just regular eyeliner pen in the shade Coffee. Very, very pigmented. Very easy to work with. And I like how it's small. Like small and thin. I know my makeup's probably gonna look weird. Now I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Intense Ink eyeliner in the shade Blackest Black. Also very easy to work with. It is very thick though. Like these lines are thicker than the other side. But that's what this is all about, to see which one I like better. So, we'll see at the end of the day which one I like better and which one actually stays. Crap. Alright, next. Color corrector. So we're gonna do 2 color correctors, just regular color correctors, and then one that's pretty much it's a comparison. So I'm going into the green color corrector first. I already compared those in my first video with the tone adjusting primer. And so that I feel like these work better, but the primer was good if you don't have color corrector. But I just feel like these work a lot better. Now I'm going into the yellow one for dullness. The nice thing about color corrector is it also gets hidden underneath all the underpainting I'm doing. Now the 2 color correctors that I'm putting underneath the eyes that I'm comparing is the e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector and Peach. Which right off the bat, this works tremendous. And then the e.l.f. Putty Eye Color Corrector, Putty Corrector Eye Brightener. Putty Color Corrector Eye Brightener in the shade Fairlight. Oh, sorry, Fair. Thought it was Fairlight. So I just got a little bit on my brush. And we're going to... Okay, so the putty texture I was kind of worried about because I thought it wouldn't work. It'd make it difficult to blend, but that is blending tremendously. Yes, it's a lighter shade than the peach, but that don't work. My dark circles are nowhere to be found with either formula. I like this. All right. Next comparison we're gonna do, because obviously I lightly set after primer and occasionally color corrector if I'm using color corrector. So I'm gonna use this big powder kabuki brush. On this side, I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder in light pink. And I'm going to set my whole face. Well, half of my face with this powder. I do need that later. And then I got the e.l.f. HD powder in sheer. Which this is finely milled like the Halo Glow. I mean, they pretty much set the same. I noticed right off the bat when I put this on my nose, it has a little bit of like a powder scent, but it's not too unheavily unbearable. So it works. And I think the Halo Glow has a scent too. Alright, so now I'm going into cream contour really quick. So on this side I have the contour wand. I need to get my two brushes. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to sculpt out the side of my nose. And my cheek. And this is in the shade Fairlight. That formula is good. Now I'm going to let that marinate. While I let that marinate, I'm going to go into the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour in the shade Fair, I think. Yeah. So, same thing over here. Sides of my nose. This is very pigmented too. And it feels just like the blush. So I'm gonna do this side first. We're still gonna do a lifted lifted sculpt. So, and then they both, this one's very pigmented. They both blend out like butter. This one is a lot more pigmented than this one, but they both blend out like a dream. Let's try the nose. Yes, they both blend out like a dream. They both are extremely pigmented. All done. So, I'm going to use a completely different brush for this. I'm going to use my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, which I usually do for my concealer. I'm going into, with this side, the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed, which I'm still going to need my blue brush for. This is extremely pigmented. And the putty texture, even though it's a putty texture, it's still easy to work with. And then top. Now contouring brush. Blend it down the neck. I'm not doing behind the ear today. I'm just focusing on the face. Blend this up into the hairline. So once it's blended out, it actually works for my skin tone. So once it's blended out, it actually works. It doesn't seem to wipe off the makeup underneath. So. Now, the other bronzing product that I'm doing that I'm going to compare this bronzing product to is the e.l.f. Bronzing Drops. So I'm going to do 2 drops for now. I'm going to take that same brush . So of course this is going to be like a golden bronze, but it still works. These are pigmented for drops. Like I'm telling you, they are pigmented for drops. Do one more drop. This is the shade Pure Gold. It's like I said, a gold bronze. They blend out like a dream. They don't mess up with my makeup underneath. So like my powder and stuff, they don't mess it up. This is a beautiful glow too. So I'm liking everything so far, if you cannot tell. I really don't have any complaints for things. Here. Everything seems alright. So, alright, let's get some blush here. So on this side, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush in the shade St. Bart's. I'm going to take my large shader brush. I'm going to go in this. Very light-handed. This is a pretty blush. Then I'm going to take my Real Techniques Expert Edge Brush. So this is very, I don't want to say patchy, but like it's pigmented here, then it starts to fade. And you can see that glitter. See if you can build it up. It might just be with the way I put it on. So I'm gonna see if you can build it up. Okay, so it's a little bit better now. There's more pigment to it, but I can still see my pores, like it's starting to show texture. Which this is just a personal preference. Like the Halo Glow On to this, like the blush, is a lot more pigmented and doesn't show texture as much as this does. So But other than that, it feels nice. It feels just like the original. It's just a personal preference. Like, I don't even know if I need highlight on this side. So now I'm going into the e.l.f. Putty Blush, the matte version, in the shade Bora Bora. This one is a bubblegum pink, like a hot pink, bubblegum pink, whatever you want to call it. I have already tried the matte formula. I mean, between the matte formula and the luminous formula, they feel the same. It's just they don't look the same. Like, this one is a little more pigmented at first. Like, and this side's just more luminous, and this side's, I'm starting to see patchiness. So, see how well this lasts. Alright, so then I'm going to take the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick, because this is the best way to be able to see if it actually lasts on the skin. And Glistening Peach, because that's like a peach highlighter. Because I won't be putting on any highlighter, so it would just be this on that side, or on both sides actually. So we'll see if this actually lasts. The next is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Highlight Wand. I'm going to turn the heater down. Put it back where it was. And open the door. Alright. So, now I'm going to have to clean the back of my hand again. Now I'm going into my Soft Glam Satin Foundation in Fair Warm. with a little bit of my blue color corrector. The lighting in here sucks. So, I'm trying my best. This should be the last bit of foundation I need for this video. So the reason I haven't done my concealer yet is because of the fact that I wasn't doing my normal thing with the 53. So I was just gonna put the concealer on top of foundation. For my neck. So last time, wipe the back of my hand off, which it should be. Well, that's setting down. On this side, I'm going in with my hydrating camo concealer. In the shade Fair Beige. So I'm just going right and then kind of lift the mouth too. And on the other side, I'm going into the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. So these both are creamy, like when you first apply them on. This side's just more hydrating than this side. This side's more matte. But they will both work tremendously. And on top of a color corrector, these both go on top of color correctors really well, actually. So we're gonna let that set. While I blend the other side. So I need to use a sponge for both sides, which is fine. I'm gonna take a little bit of my water spray. Spray my sponge with it. This way it doesn't get too damp and too wet, but wet enough. Blend. The concealers. Alright. And also blend out the lips. So, got that done. And here comes the itching part. Every damn time. It's like that part of my nose. Really. And this does leave like a tint to my brows, like a gray tint to my brows. first I'm going to set my concealer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my setting brush, and on the hydrating side I'm going to take the Perfect Finish HD powder. In the shade Sheer. So we got that pressed powder done. And then on the other side, I'm taking the Prime and Stay finishing powder. It would have been nice to actually blend away or blend out. Okay. So that was the other powder. So now for the rest of the face. Taking this big kabuki brush, and on the side that I put the Halo Glow on before, it's the side that gets it again. Oh crap, I forgot powder blush. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty. So now, on the other side, where I took the HD powder, like I said, it's just a light set. now I'm taking my powder blush from them with the powder blush kabuki brush. I think it was just the brush I was using before, because that's very pigmented right away. But you can build it up. Just like this. This is a good blush. Alright. No, it's weird doing this, but I'm gonna use a Q-tip. To wipe off that lip balm. I'm gonna go into my e.l.f. Cream Glide lip line in the shade Truth or Bare. Just to line my lips. This is a really creamy lip liner. It's really good. So on this side, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Glossy Lip Stain in the shade Power Mauve. Yes. Then on the other side, I have the e.l.f. Sheer For It Lush Tint in the shade Left on Red, which is also a lip tint. This formula is a little thinner than the other one, but they both work. Alright, I'm gonna, probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna go put everything that's not part of this away to give that time to dry. And then I'll be right back to put on our last 4 comparisons. Alright, so I'm gonna check on it. Alright. So on the side that has the glossy lip stain, I'm going to go in the Glow Reviver lip oil and the shimmer finish in Opalology Tour, which is a clear lip oil. It smells like mint. Like it has a menthol scent, which is not bad. And then on the other side with the blush, I'm going to go into just the regular Glow Reviver lip oil in the shade Crystal Clear. I think this is it. I think lip oils are plumping. Just like natural plumping, because there might be menthol in it, which menthol is a natural plumping agent. So now on this side, I'm going into the Stay All Night. I'm starting to like lip gloss and stuff on my lips over my lipstick. So then on the other side, I'm taking the Suntouchable All Set for Sun SPF 45 setting spray. Whew. That is not as fine as the Stay All Night, and you can definitely smell that sunscreen.